Does your workshop storage offer you the flexibility that you need it to? That's the question we are going to ask ourselves today. I've been working on a modular workshop storage system that's going to be able to grow as my workshop grows and as my needs grow. If you've seen a few of my other videos, I've built these modular drawer cabinets, the same frame structure, and then the drawer front is the only different piece. What I've done now is I've expanded that to this back wall, okay? I have modular drawer cabinets, 4 banks of them, and I'm able to move the drawers from this storage section over here down here, and as a result of that, I'm able to flex my storage needs, okay? The third piece to this whole puzzle is to build a workbench that has this same storage structure. But on today's video, we're gonna focus primarily on this back bench here. There's a couple elements to this workbench that I wanted to demonstrate for you today. As you can see, this workbench is made up of 2 drawer cabinet modules, all right? I like these modules because they're not too cumbersome to be able to lift around and move. It's the same setup and same build structure as this, just taller. The first thing that I wanted to do was level the base. But what I've done is I've actually built it out of scrap plywood and glued it together in some places. And then I used these leveling feet, and I actually got these from Woodcraft. And I put them in most of the corners and then one in the center. And what it's able to give me is the ability to flex and adjust the leveling as I see fit. And the drawer cabinets sit on top, and I've got a few of those leveling feet. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1 in the center, 2 on the ends. I have the first modular drawer cabinet set up, and in the place where I want, I'm going to set up the second one and then attach it with some screws. Okay. What I've done is I've reinforced the frame structure over the panel, the drawer slide panels, and then there's a frame structure around those panels. So what this does is it helps reduce that flex that you might get as you're cutting dados into your drawer panels. All right, the next thing I'm doing is I'm going to take these screws and just drive them in and lock these 2 together, okay? That's going to help stiffen it up, but it's not going to completely stiffen it up. All right, so one of the next pieces of the puzzle is I'm going to install this support piece that is going to connect to the frame structure of the modular drawer cabinets, and it's going to connect to the wall. So I've already located the studs. I'm going to drive some screws in there, and then I'm also going to drive some screws into the frame structure, and that's really going to tighten everything up and secure it. That's our next step. Before I tighten it up, let's check a little bit about how much it moves without tightening it. All right, as you can see, there's a good amount of movement, right? So now what we're gonna do is tighten it up to the studs. Let's check how stable it is now. Rock solid, okay? The next order of business is I've cut some runners that are going to go across the top and span the gap so that there's additional support over the open space of the drawer cabinet modules. Let's go ahead and do that. For today, what we've done is we've installed 2 of the modular drawer cabinets. I've reinforced the frame structure and connected it into the wall framing. So this thing is solid. The next thing I've done is I put some stretchers on the top, and this is going to be a perfect sub base for the laminate top that's going to go on. And then what we're going to do is trim out the front, wrap it with some wood, and it's going to look really nice.